Hello, Rectangle video. Today we're gonna take a look actually at the Mega Master League, which I don't really want to play myself just because of the accessibility right now, but actually now we're actually going to be able to get those primals. But yeah, we're going to take a look today at gameplay with a Shundo Absol, Mega Absol here in this meta. It's going to be a very spicy one, and I kinda didn't want to showcase what everybody else showcases here, so thanks to Absol Fairy for letting me showcase her battles. Link to her Twitter, of course, also in the description. But yeah, right now, actually, we're going to have the current Hone tour going on. I am actually in the middle of it as well, but I'm taking a break right now anyway, so it's fine. We're going to see here a very nice swap into the zdsgfhdfzgx to catch a close combat, which is amazing because it's a resisted move and you can farm him all the way down, which is really, really cool. Also, a full team here of 100% Pokemon as the opponent, going to make an insanely good catch, catching a player off on a dark type, what a nice one, and then shielding. Like, where doesn't make any sense at all, but very good for you here as you can go ahead and go for a player off now. Going to do a ton of damage against the opponent's Gyarados, letting this move go through here as it's going to be an awkward here, and you can still reach another close combat to knock them straight out of here. And I don't even know if you need the Absol in this battle, as you're going to be able to reach some superpowers here, and yeah, the opponent going to forfeit before even seeing the final Pokemon. How is your Hone tour going so far? For me, actually, it started off super bad. Like, I think I didn't get a single shiny in the first hour, but now I played like 2.5 more hours and got like 10 shinies or something, so it's kind of okay. It's not as good, of course, as the recent ones, but still kind of fine to play. Still, the best thing, to be fair, for me for this event is trying to hunt down Kecleon. I already got a shiny one of this Pokemon, but like I'm just running from stop to stop where I can see them from the distance, because I can actually see where they are from the distance still, which is really nice. So yeah, let me know in the comment section, how is the Hone tour for you right now? Did you get some shinies? Did you get some cool Hundos? I still try to get a Hundo from a raid, like one Groudon I would really need, but I still wasn't lucky with that. Actually, I haven't got a single Hundo for over 1000 legendary raids now, so thanks for that, Niantic. But here we're going to see the Gyarados going to get wrecked by the zdsgfhdfzgx and going to be able to go for one more close combat here. This will get some damage onto the Dragonite as well and put them into range maybe for one Rock Slide. I don't think this doesn't do enough damage here. If you actually haven't seen my video about MEweedle again going to get a new charge move most likely at the end of the next month, not season but month. And it's going to be the double Iron Bash, and if you want to know how good this move is, you can take a look at my channel. There is a video already out. And the stats are already revealed for that one. Here we're going to see the one going down there, but we're going to have the Dragonite now against basically the Absol. I think one superpower would knock you out, so you have to try to swap here, but you're actually going to be able to get there before the opponent gets to the superpower that's going to knock them out, and Absol finally going to do something here. Absol is insanely squishy. The stats of this Pokemon are not really the best either. You see here, this is a Shundo fully maxed out and doesn't even get to 4000 CP, which is really low for Mega. It's, I think, basically in a similar level as MEweedle right now. So that kind of shows how good the Absol usually is. But you can still take a look at some cool gameplay here. As we're going to see the Dahlia going for one charge move. I guess you can let this move go through here. Iron Head going to be resisted, and you can go for another superpower here, which will hopefully get the knockout exactly as you can go ahead against a Venusaur. This is awkward. I actually kind of would have swapped out maybe if I was you, because I don't know, like, yeah, I know you're swapping out. Should have swapped out a little bit earlier, but Venusaur is something that I didn't expect to see here. Didn't actually think about this as a Mega at all anymore, but yeah, this Pokemon going to be able to completely destroy your team now, because it completely revolves the zdsgfhdfzgx there, so like you kind of have to get rid of it with your Absol, and you won't be able to do that as the opponent catches a move here on the Togekiss. Of course, a Thunder would have been better here, but I don't know if this is actually something where you can still win, because yeah, there's basically no way anymore. You're actually going to go ahead and go into the zdsgfhdfzgx instead of your MEweedle, which is interesting. You can go for one player off here, but the opponent most likely knows already at this point of time as well that they're going to win this here with the Venusaur, as it's going to be able to destroy zdsgfhdfzgx as well. As you can go for one close combat, at least they tried, but like the opponent gonna go for a charge move now, and there's nothing that you can do at this point of time. Still trying to reach some charge moves here, but this is not really the best position for you. This Venusaur going to completely wreck you here. As this Sludge Bomb BM as well. What a nice thing from the opponent. Nice BM there. Next opponent here, we're going to see the Gyarados against you. By the way, the quality is how I got it, like I cannot really change something about the quality here. It's a little bit blurry, but it should be still fine. As we see, their superpower going to do some super effective damage against the opponent, as they might shield it up, but they're actually going to let this move go through as well. Very decent matchup for you here, as you can go ahead and go for 2 superpowers, and he can get the shield, and you can go into the Zacian, luring out the Dialga, which is an interesting swap from the opponent. Going for the play rough first kinda tells me that you're most likely going to let the first move go through here, but like, I actually don't know where you go straight for play rough here. Don't know if this is how you prefer to play this matchup. You're going to shield anyway, so like if you shield anyway, like why do you not debuff yourself? Like the close combat is doing more damage, and close combat is also just the move with less energy. So at least I would have went for the close combat here a little bit earlier, because if you shield anyway, which you had to do there anyway, like it's just a little bit of a better scenario for you. Here you have to take the move now onto your MEweedle. Let's take a look how much it's going to do. Doing a lot of damage there, but we're going to see the Dragonite coming in, which is going to be an issue for you, but I think you might still be able to. Okay, you can go into your Zacian, which can knock them out here, which is fine then. I was like a little bit scared that maybe your Absol gets aligned with that, and of course superpower would be a little bit annoying, but again, another match that you win basically without using your Absol, which is kind of hilarious. Still waiting for the Absol to do something, but we will take a look at the next one now. We're going to see a Mega Gardevoir here in Shiny. This looks amazing. As we see a Kyogre coming in, you kind of have to go ahead and try to go into your, into your Absol here, because your Absol does not have any play at all against a Charmander. So that might be the best play that you could do here, trying to go into your Absol, and you're going to go into your Absol now. Okay, that's fine. You're going to be able to actually win this Peter here against a Kyogre, which is nice to see, as this Dark Bolt's going to knock them out. And we see the Gardevoir coming back in and just completely destroying you in 2 fast moves. That's how overpowered this Pokemon can be. Next up, coming in here, the Rock Slide from your MEweedle against the opponent's Zacian, which is going to be an interesting matchup for you as well. The opponent actually has, I think, only level 40 Pokemon. I'm not sure if the Gardevoir is fully maxed out, but like those Pokemon are not fully maxed out yet. You're going to let this move go through. It's going to be the close combat, putting them into range for your charge move here as well with the Zacian. I think I would have actually let my MEweedle still live there and just swapped out later then. Here you're going to shield up the move, but now you can have, like, you have to go for the play rough now. You're still going to get damaged from this here. It's going to be a very close matchup, as the opponent going to go down here. But yeah, I think I actually would have like rather preferred to save my MEweedle, because I think they can just farm you all the way down now. And MEweedle at least would have resisted the move, would have still got 2 some charge moves there, so I would have rather shielded that one. As we see here, the play rough going to come through, going to get shielded, but you can still get to another one. Is this enough to knock out the Gardevoir? I don't think so. Let's take a look at it. It does not, and the opponent going to win with just the Gardevoir. Gardevoir is actually an interesting one as well, just like kind of sad now, of course, with all the primals around, which actually you haven't seen one yet, which is kind of nice. Actually, before that's also like main reason why I didn't touch the Mega Master League before this weekend, where actually everybody is able to get the energy for it. If you had a Primal Groudon and a Primal Kyogre, you just were able to easily get to Legend, like without any issue. They were so overpowered, and they're still so overpowered in this meta. I saw people climbing that never got to Legend from like 2,300 to Legend in 2 days with just the primals, which is completely insane. So yeah, I would definitely not recommend you to really play this meta. Maybe now if you have the new primals, but it's basically just getting the right matchups in this meta. I really don't like it too much, but rather play the Horn Cup. That's actually a decent cup in my opinion. Here we see the Yveltal, which has Gust, which is an interesting strategy here, which is going to be able to farm you down though, which is something that they wouldn't be able to do otherwise. You're still going to have 2 shields here, and they're going to go most likely for the Dark Pulse exactly, and they can go for another one, but they're going to go into the Groudon. You're going to go for some chip damage here with the Superpower, and you're going to swap out now immediately into your Absol, which should be able to one-shot them, hopefully, with their charge move. As this Earthquake coming through, you don't survive it, and you're gonna go down there. I don't know why you didn't shield the Earthquake there. Maybe you didn't think it was enough energy already, because Groudon charges up very, very fast. I think at this point of time, this game is kind of over, but I guess you kind of had to shield there, because there was no other real reason for you to no shield. But here, the Fire Punch going to knock you out, and that's going to be a good game again. But next time definitely shield there the Absol. The Absol was your most important player there. We will see the opponent here with a Dialga in the lead. This is amazing as he can go for some superpowers, but actually the opponent goes into a Giratina, and I don't think they're expected to get locked into this Pokemon here. Still the Shell Ball does so much damage, it's insane. But Absol is coming in clutch here, going to get the shield from the opponent already. Can still get to another move most likely if you shield this move up, but they're going to very likely just shield as well and just farm you down. It's a wild how squishy this Pokemon is. This is just ultra spicy here, as we're going to see that you can at least get them into range where you can knock them out with one play rough, which is going to be the play that you're going to go for anyway, as you can even overfarm a little bit most likely. But you're going to overfarm a little bit too much. But this can be an Omnius win most likely, and you can knock them out now. But it's going to be still a tough matchup to win here. Let's see what's coming in. We're going to see the... Let's see. It's going to be the Mega Gyarados. You actually still get to the move here, which is kind of wild. I didn't expect that you would get there, but like 1 HP in a Dream, the AVs definitely mattered here. And because you don't really want to debuff yourself yet, you can, like, you have to go for the Rock Side really, and we see the Dialga coming in. For this Pokemon, you have to debuff yourself. You kind of have to shield this one as well, I think. It's a Draco. Yeah, that's going to be a tough one. Yeah, you had to shield this one for sure. Because now it's going to be a tough one to still survive the moves. But actually, you are 2 moves already. I think you're going to be able to one-shot them all now. Superpower coming through, going to knock them out, and you can knock out the opponent here as well. Good game there. MEweedle coming in clutch. Going to be interesting how this Pokemon going to function with a new charge move that's going to get there. But here we're going to see the Mega Gyarados again. Like, seems like Mega Gyarados is the most common pick here, I guess because a lot of people are also running the Primals, and this is a pretty decent answer, at least to the Primals, most likely the best Pokemon in the game right now for that. We will see the Superpower coming through now, going to do some nice damage, and the MEweedle coming in here as well, which is going to take another Superpower, where you can now retaliate with your Zacian, which is really nice that you actually got the Superpower damage here on there as well, because one close combat wouldn't have knocked them out otherwise prior, but now you can just go for one close combat and knock them out, and this makes it all way better for you. As they're going to shield this move up, it's fine for you. You can just go ahead, shield up as well, go for the next close combat, and you should be pretty fine here. Is this move coming through and going to knock out the opponent? Let's see the Gyarados coming in here, as this going to go for one charge move here as well. Awkward Tail, you're going to shield this move up, going to be an interesting matchup in general as you go into your MEweedle again. Trying to get the shield here, directly going for the Superpower. I like that play, even though they're going to shield this move up, this is going to guarantee you either the knockout or the shield. While the Rock Side bait could be a little bit too risky, you can still go ahead and go into your Zacian now to knock them out, as this will be pretty easy. But they're going to go ahead and go into the Dragonite. That's going to be an interesting one now. Dragonite going to be able to take that move. I think they actually might be able to knock you out in time, but no, actually you can go for the play rough still, which is nice. And I guess you have to swap out now. I guess you have to swap into your Absol. You're going to swap into the Absol. Can you take a move with the Absol? That's the question here. I'm not sure about this at all. Awkward Tail comes through. You cannot. But maybe your Zacian, no, my Zacian also doesn't get to the move in time. That's going to be a good game there. It's so sad to see how, like, yeah, squishy Absol is. I don't want to say bad, of course, as the person here as well has Absol in their name. Of course, always being polite with that one there. But yeah, Absol is not really the best Pokemon to use, I guess, here. But it's still a fun one to take a look at. Metagross coming in, that's going to be a matchup where maybe Absol can do something by farming them down or something. Maybe you still have to shield everything. Look, even the Bullet Punch does more damage than your Snarl. That's kind of wild. We see the charge move coming through, going to get shielded. You have to shield up as well, but actually I think if they invest both shields, they could just farm you all the way down. It's so wild. It's just so crazy. You're going to have to double shield as well now. They can just farm you down. Like, you have the super effective move. They just have a neutral move, and you cannot farm them. And they're actually going to be able to now even have a shield advantage, which is kind of awkward for you, as the MEweedle are going to farm them all the way down here. We will see what's coming in. We're going to see a Dragonite coming in, which is at least decent for you. I would swap out here most likely, storing one charge move, as you're going to be able to go into your Zacian here, which allows you to now meet the MEweedle. They're gonna go for one Rock Side here. I would like most likely, yeah, throw just straight, I guess. Guess throwing straight is the best way to go. Maybe go for one more fast move and throw. Exactly, good play there. And you're most likely going to be able to still survive one move from the Dragonite, even though you have -4 defense. And we will take a look at this now, unless it's Superpower. Superpower might be tricky. It's Dragonclaw, you will easily survive that. And that's going to be a good game. So, thanks for letting me showcase Mega Absol here in the Mega Master League. I enjoyed it definitely, but it's definitely not the best Pokemon to use. But still, hope you enjoyed it. See you in the next video. Have a great rest of your day. Bye!